whatsoever and you want to do some stretching, walking, sprinting. So here's some stretches on the reformer. One foot is on the floor, that's my left foot. Then the right foot goes against the shoulder block. Be sure you curl the toes and have all 5 toes down. Toes are very important to be flexible too. And then you have one red spring and press out into a lunge position. The knee, the left knee, so that's one on the floor, that doesn't pass over your toes. You're gonna have it more over the middle of the foot or on the heel. Then think about pushing that left hip back and the right hip forward. So whichever one leg you have on the reformer, that hip slightly pushes forward, the other one pushes back. And then curl the pelvis and slowly come in. And then there's a point where you're going to feel a stretch in the front of the quads. So that would be my right side. And then you hold that stretch. Good, so it's a stretch. You can use your hands, curl, find your C shape, breathe into that. A long inhalation and exhalation. Slowly release the tuck, press the carriage out, and then go ahead and think about off that hamstring. So the left side, and lift the toes up. You're not going to see my toes, but they are lifted. Push back, think of it going into a split. Good. You can hold these stretches up to 30 seconds, 5 breath circles. And then we're going to take the right knee, that's on the reformer, in the middle of the reformer of the carriage, and the foot goes back to the right shoulder block. So you're in a little diagonal there, right? And then same thing, press the carriage out again. Good. Feel that, where it feels comfortable to be. And then start curling the pelvis again and let the carriage slowly come in. Be honest with your toes. Keep that pinky toe down too. Look slightly down, curl the pelvic. Think of your capital C. And remember that left knee doesn't go over the toes. It stays over the heel or over the middle of the foot. And then breathe into that stretch. Tuck the pelvic so you're not arching the back, you're not hurting your back, right? And then slowly let the carriage come back in. Add a spring, bring both knees on. So if you have no spinal conditions that you cannot go into an extension, if you cannot go into an extension, please don't do this one. Otherwise, curl the pelvic, start lifting the chest and the heart, and open up. Just stay in, feel the heels pushing back, feel your toes getting a stretch. Curl the pelvis and lean back into a child's pose. Remove the spring that you added, and then you do the other side. And of course, the inner sides are important to stretch too. So we're gonna do that first. So for me, it's the right first, and on the inside goes down onto the floor against the wood. Then the left one goes onto the shoulder block first. Then you start just slightly pushing out where it feels comfortable. Bring your hands down to the frame in front of you. Keep your hands aligned with your shoulders, so don't have them in and the rest out. For the first one, just hold it here. Stay balanced. And then if you like, you can go even down onto your forearm. Breathe into that stretch, opening up, let the hips go back. And then again, 30 seconds. And then if you like, you can slightly, keeping the hip pointing straight forward, and your torso turns a little bit to one side, and then pushing the hips back. And then walk the hands over to the other side. And then back to the center and walk it back in. Again, each stretch can be 30 seconds. Carriage is in, then catch that leg and just hold on to it and go into your side stretch. Then release that. But of course, you did both legs, both sides. Interlace your hands behind you and just give you a nice stretch once more. All right, keep going, have fun, enjoy life.